go.
Bob Cousy. Jamal McGuire. Remaining in the game. 2 minutes. We'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please Drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. A look at the Magic starting group. J.J. Redick is out there with Jameer Nelson. Then it's Turkoglu, then it's Richardson, and it's Howard in at the center. And for Toronto, we've got Johnson, also Smith out there, and it's Young in at the point.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here's Pettit. Fires for three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Turkoglu against Smith. Howard setting the pick for Turkoglu. Howard can't hit.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just
as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Here's Nelson, and count it from 19 feet away.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
On the wing, Johnson. Three-pointer. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Yeah, Johnson has developed into a good three-point shooter, and he's looking for opportunities to take advantage.
Now, here is Nelson. Pass to Turkoglu. Howard with a screen on Smith for three. Nelson, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Man, you can see Johnson was waiting for his own chance there at a three.
Nelson against Young. Richardson for three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Beyond the notion 3 is better than 2, hitting trades can stretch out a defense, makes things easier inside.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
So it's Orlando now. They trail by 3. Howard with a screen on Young. For 3, Nelson, the offense.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Here's Bennett. Smith for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
When he's in the corner, you better believe he's looking to put that shot up.
That's to Howard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you really have to toe that line with the physicality just to prevent Howard from the and one.
Daniels, he's checked in for Toronto. Davis is checked in for Orlando. Here's Pettit. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Howard. Fades and shoots. And good coming off the assist from Hedo Turkoglu. And it's 6 points for Dwight Howard.
Well, to keep the defense from collapsing on him when he's tight to the bucket, Dwight Howard has to have the mid-range game. That is well done.
For 3, Smith drills the three-pointer. Smith's got a couple of threes now in the first with Toronto.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Harrington's checked in for Jalen Johnson. And a change for the Magic. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. 1:19 left in the first. Richardson gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Such a highly valued skill. A paint touch to a 3. This is the modern NBA.
Here's Young, and Young with the stuff.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Now, here is Nelson. 5 points in the game. Here's Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Howard's got 8 points.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easily.
Young from outside in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, you see an opportunity beyond the arc, and you capitalize.
Davis setting the pick for Nelson. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to be Nelson shooting. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Magic have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. And Harrington gets it to go in on the assist from Young.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding it.
Here's Howard. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Orlando substitution. Number 99, Tom Brogdon.
Wafer from outside. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Toronto leads by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Daniels out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Malone. Then it's Al Harrington. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Here is Daniels following the basket by Dwight Howard. And here's Huerter outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, outstanding pass. The open man just has to catch it and score.
Daniels against Smith. Here's Wafer. That's short off the rim. Toronto leading by 4. Huerter on the wing. Puts up a 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Huerter's got 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. J.J. Redick's checked in for Smith. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Davis. That one's in, his first shot this game. And so Young will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
You like to see a player not afraid to embrace physical play and get to the line.
Free throw good, Wafer. And Toronto making a change here. Daniels is checked in. Hedo Turkoglu is checked in for the Magic. Nelson comes in for Richardson.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Daniels, and he makes that one.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Orlando trails by 9. Pass to Howard. Over Malone. And he can't bank that one in. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. The three from Johnson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And we've been watching Jalen Johnson build this confidence, taking it to the defense there. Big game tonight.
Now, here's Howard. 10 points for him. The Magic again can't hit. Harrington dishes to Malone. Back to Harrington. Toronto working the ball around now. Shoots the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
You know, that was a smart feed, setting up for the three.
Johnson outside. For 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Orlando again with the bucket. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Daniels. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Howard. Orlando trails by 13. Inside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
This is a lethal combination of size and skill. Dwight Howard doing work.
Johnson left side. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
A nice shot by Wafer.
Gotta be crafty in close.
Outside Daniel. Harrington for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 1 second left. Johnson with the block. And the first half is now in the books. Toronto ahead. They lead by 12. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jalen Johnson has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So on the floor for Orlando, Richardson out there with Hedo Turkoglu. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Nelson. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And what can give Jason Richardson the edge out there is his explosiveness. But sometimes it's like he just has bottomless energy, and that just lets him outplay you.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Toronto leading by 10. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Johnson for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Johnson's got 21 in the game.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Here's Howard. Just slammed in by Howard.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down.
Nelson with the steal. And Howard with the stuff.
This guy's cooking right now, and his team trying to keep him rolling.
Toronto with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Johnson for three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Pass to Howard. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
And in his day, one of the top scorers in the league. Howard turning back the clock.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Young. Here he goes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Nelson.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
And so Young nails them both. Orlando trails by 12. Now, here is Nelson. He's got 10. Popped up there for Howard. Rejected by Young.
And time that one just right. That'll fire up Young and his teammate.
Nice shot by Smith.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
2 points. That one goes.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
Johnson from outside. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
So it's Toronto now. Following the miss by Turkoglu from deep. Bennett, the pass to Young. Drills it from outside. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass will normally knock those down.
Nelson looking around. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Howard setting the pick for Richardson. Just 4 to shoot. It's hauled in by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Toronto. Davis is checked in for the Magic. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Nelson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. To stop the run, the Magic again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Johnson outside, jacks up a three, knocks down the 3 ball. Johnson's got 33 points.
Oh, he is red hot right now. Defense has got to lock in.
Nelson against Young. Howard with a screen on Young. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Nelson against Young. Fires the three. Nelson with another miss. Nelson's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. And here's Herter outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Howard. Jalen Johnson. He's been the guy making things happen for Toronto. 18 points from three-point range for him in that quarter. That is some serious shooting. Back to the action in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Malone. Dyson Daniels is out there with Kevin Herter. Then it's Reddish. And it's Harrington in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Now that is what you call a good-looking jump shot.
Herter's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Daniels against Nelson. Davis with a screen on Daniels. No problems knocking that one down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Daniels with it, guarded by Nelson. Daniels passes to Malone. For 3 points, Harrington. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Outside Daniels. Over in the corner, Reddish. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Now here's Davis. Richardson the pass to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nelson from the top of the key. He buries it.
You have to be assertive off the catch. The defense doesn't have time to react.
Pass to Herter. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Again, the magic score.
This is Redick's game to a T. Masterful at catching and firing shots with confidence and precision.
Oh, my goodness. Never gets old watching athleticism on display.
And so it's Nelson with it. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's rebounded by Herter. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Reddish. Harrington for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I like the pass, moving it to get a better look.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's Davis on the wing. Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Reddish. Malone kicks to Reddish. Toronto working the ball around now. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Pass to Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here's Harrington. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Nelson with it. He's covered by Daniels. It's Nelson up top. High post try. Again, the magic score.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Redick. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson.
A phenomenal score from these mid-range spots. Redick superb at finding room to get that one off.
From deep, Herder buries the long-range jumper. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Redick. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Johnson for three. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 39.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our great crew, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. See you later.
we go.
To all the fans who made it out today, your support is what makes this possible. Please drive on safe.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Go.
To the middle. Porzingis passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Now here's Howard. Porzingis with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Howard with it. Takes the three. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Howard.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Jordan. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Here's Jordan. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. And Porzingis launches it from deep. Rebounded by Howard.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The 17-footer. And the shot is good.
And Howard isn't exactly known for his jump shot, but once in a while, he's spot on. Great work by him there, measuring it up perfect.
Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Jordan. 1:03 left to play here in the first. 5 on the clock. Shakes him. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Jordan drives in. Misses the layup. Porzingis against Mitchell. Bounce pass, Porzingis. Screen by Siakam. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 3. Pass to Howard. Porzingis with the block.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Jordan outside. Porzingis against Wallace. Pass to Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Leading by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Here's Mourning. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Now here's Rose. Parker outside, and it's Rice with the rebound. Here is Sigma, covered by Parker. Here's Rice. And the 3 off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And you could tell she had the defender trying to recover. What a tough guard without fouling.
At the line for 2, Reese.
And the first one at the line is good.
A fiery personality both on and off the floor. Reese doesn't back down from anyone.
Both good from the line that time. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Jordan. Rose with the rebound. Now here's Williamson. Defended by Abdul-Jabbar. Howard can't hit. Howard's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Isaac. To the inside. Here's Whoa!
Oh, he's not going to miss that.
Toronto trails by 4. Here's Howard. And again, no good by Toronto. Howard's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Standing tall, Abdul-Jabbar.
And you just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Williamson.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Banchero outside. Pass to Jordan for the 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Toronto trailing. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
Now Jordan. 6 points for him. There's the lob to Banchero. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. So that'll be it for the first half. A fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Abdul-Jabbar against Howard. Siakam, the bounce pass. And a wide open look for Jordan. A three-pointer is right on target. Jordan's got 9 points. Mitchell outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And a wide open look for Siakam. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 8.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Howard with the steal. And he drives in, and that one good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And that's not an easy shot for a big. Siakam showing his comfort level from anywhere.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Wallace outside. There's the drive. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Siakam outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Howard. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Porzingis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
7'2", 240 pounds. Porzingis is a nightmare matchup for defenders.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Porzingis. Toronto trails by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jordan dishes to Mitchell. And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. George has got 6.
And this is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
A drive by Jordan. Hits it from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Forcing the issue inside. Mitchell has that long wingspan, plays so much bigger than his height.
For Toronto, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And Mitchell drops them both.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Jordan with the bucket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
A 3 for Jordan.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
Jordan against Jordan. Jordan gets it to go inside.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now, here's Siakam. He's covered closely. Back to Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 3 assists now in this one. And stolen by Jordan. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good on the three-point shot. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch-and-shoot game working.
Jordan passes to Reese. Back to Jordan. Outside Howard. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Michael Jordan on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Howard. Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Siakam misses. Enzo Jordan will bring it up for Toronto. It's an 18-point game.
And guys, how about the concentration on that finish? He's so skilled at absorbing the contact.
Michael Jordan, shooting one.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Pass to Jordan. Siakam outside. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Siakam. Jordan's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Toronto trails by 18. Here's Jordan. And then Jordan slams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Siakam. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Reese, and there's a slam dunk to finish it off. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Here's Siakam. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Reese gets the bucket. There's Siakam. Outside for Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Lou. Wendell Carter is out there with George. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And for the Rockets, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. And it's Durant in at the 3.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Van Vliet with it. Smith outside. Down low. Here's Şengün. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Here's Curry. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The 3 from George. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. George has got 5 points so far.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
With Smart and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. Houston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And the first one drops.
And, you know, it takes an intelligent player to match up with bigger guys and win. Fred VanVleet is that player. He can outsmart guys who have, on paper, the advantage.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Toronto. Here's Lou. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Hands of the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Here's Van Vliet.
And on defense, Curry's quickness really pays off. Able to stay all over the shooter.
Here's Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter. Stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center. But in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Carter hits them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
The wide open look for Durant. Another miss by Houston. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. 6-point game. Curry, and Curry throws it down.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Thompson left side. Smith outside. Van Vliet kicks to Smith. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Here's Şengün. And that time, also a missed shot. Outside Curry. From downtown, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Toronto making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. On defense, Toronto. They lead by 11. Smith kicks to Durant. Fires the 3. The Rockets with another miss. Toronto with the ball. Here's Shaq. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Durant. Thompson in the corner. Tries a three. Rebounded by Howard. Toronto leading by 13. Into the lane. It's a great finish.
Oh, my.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And here's Toronto. They're on a 19-4 run right now. Pass to Lou. Beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Lou's got 6.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Rockets, Okogie's checked in for Thompson. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's Durant. Outside Holiday. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Hands it from downtown.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Curry. Missed inside. Houston trails by 15. Outside Holiday. Pass to Okogie. And another three for Houston.
Yeah, showing the touch from range. You know they want to hit those to spread out the defense and open up lanes to the basket.
And the shot goes down.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Howard. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 5.
And Howard's release is a little unconventional, but it works. The D must pay attention to him from that range.
Durant, the pass to Okogie. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Toronto feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
So for Toronto right now, they've got O'Neal. Paul George is out there with Vucevic. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Lou in at the 1. Toronto leading by 20. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice move there from Vucevic to put it on the floor and get the score.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Rockets. A shot by Tate with no one around. It's good from long range. Tate's only got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, O'Neal. And he makes good on the layup.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Pass to Capella. Six to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Holiday, no one around him. Off target from outside. Toronto with the ball. Here's O'Neal. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. 6 points for Shaquille O'Neal. To the paint. Here's Capella. Rebounded by Vucevic. Toronto leading by 23. O'Neal outside. Shoots over Tate. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Houston with it. Holiday, the pass to Capella. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Capella against George. Pass to Vucevic. The three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Holiday. Here's Okogie. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Irving. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Answering back. Irving determined to knock down that triple.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A new lineup here for Houston. And then for Toronto. Carter, he's checked in for O'Neal. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Jordan subbed in for Lou. Now here's Van Vliet. Latre. Another miss by Houston. Toronto leading by 23. Pass to Anthony. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Van Vliet. Outside Durant. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Another miss by Houston. Carter with it. Now defended by Şengün. Outside Jordan. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
And here's KD for three. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. On the wing, Irving. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Quick draw, like the Old West.
40 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, KD. Drains it from beyond the arc. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
KD against Irving. Durant dishes to Smith. For three, Van Vliet. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Toronto. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the Rockets with possession here. Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Şengün from deep. The shot, no good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And the slam by Wallace.
Come on, Ben Wallace. Ridiculous.
On offense, here are the Rockets. Outside Durant. Van Vliet outside. No good with the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Van Vliet. And some nice passing there by Houston. That three off the mark. Toronto with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
For three, Smith. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his fourth rebound in this one. Driving the ball. Out.
And Wallace goes tumbling down the lane.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Curry, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Thompson.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
For Toronto, they have had two chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Stephen Curry. Anthony's checked in for George. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And it's Durant missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bucket is good. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
And they'll take that all day. That's a high percentage look.
Outside, KD. Thompson passes to KD. Misses the 3. And here's Toronto. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Howard just too strong inside. You've got to foul and get your money's worth.
It's his first trip to the line.
For Toronto, Dwight Howard at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Howard.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And so it's Houston with it. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. The shot by Thompson, no good. And here's Toronto. They're on a 14-3 run. Anthony kicks to Howard. Pass to Lou. There's the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Nice shot by Smith.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Smith outside. Van Vliet wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. So it's Toronto now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. No good from Howard. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Out to Smith. The three. Lou grabs the board. Smith's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Pass to Howard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easily.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Eason. Sinks the triple.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And a deep three from Curry. And so it's Toronto, able to put on a show for the ages. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for Toronto right now, Vucevic is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Irving. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. Up top, Eason. Defended by Jordan. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Irving with it and guarded by Capella. Pass to De Silva. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And by distance, that corner 3 is the shortest on the court.
Here's Houston now. Holiday, the pass to Capella. Outside Durant. From outside the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
That is how you finish.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Jordan against Durant. Pass to Capella. Here's Okogie. Back to Eason. The Rockets with another miss. Eason's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Shaq. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, good touch on the inside shot. You don't want to overpower that.
Capella with a screen on Irving. Durant against Jordan. Can they get it? And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
Now Irving. Pass to De Silva. Craps in the tray. De Silva's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Toronto.
I like the selfless approach from Kyrie tonight, doing whatever he can to help his team.
Durant's gone only 3 of 10 here from the floor. Here's Jordan. Chalk up 2 there.
That's a battle inside, and through all the contact, he's able to finish that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Capella with a screen on Irving. Over to the wing. For 3, Okogie. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shaq kicks to Jordan. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Michael Jordan.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
And here's Holiday following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. The Rockets again can't hit. Capella against Vucevic. Here's De Silva. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Clint Capella. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And Toronto also making a switch. Williamson is checked in for O'Neal. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
And Toronto making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. VanVleet up top. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
The three from Anthony. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Now, here's Vucevic following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Anthony against Smith, and Anthony gets it to go.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
The Rockets with another miss.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And three from Jordan. Good on the triple.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.